Can y'all hear me? This mic keeps echoing. I don't know how to fix it. Is it still echoing? Hello, hello, can you hear me? Is it still echoing? Hello, hello, can you hear me? Is it just me or is the audio flashing? Is it still echoing? Hello, hello, can you hear me? Is it just me or is the audio flashing? Let me know if y'all can hear me good and see me good. I don't know, because for some reason, StreamYard is showing me twice, and I don't know what's going on. Okay, now I see all y'all comments. Hey, Godzilla, Biffy Manager. Okay, comments from Mars, Aline Best. Chucky A, J Rod, Inferno, Darius. What's up, everybody? Good. I don't know, because maybe it's just my phone acting weird. I don't know what's going on. Okay, now I see all y'all comments. Hey, Godzilla. Perfect. Okay, cool. Okay. First, hey. What's up, everybody? Seriously, times. Yeah. Okay, let me mute my phone. Nasty Makeup. Hey, Ramo and my queens. What's up, everybody? Okay. Missed you, boss. Oh, yeah, y'all. I know. I've been kind of in and out of YouTube this summer, and like I said, I'm trying to get back into my normal routine. Good luck, sweetie. Hey. So it's good to go live. I know I don't drop the link, or I said drop the link. See, I'm reading your comment, Inferno. I know I don't go live too often, so I'm trying to do that more as well and not always do heavy topics. I was like, let me do something more light. Since this was something like I was talking about on my Instagram stories last night. All right, there's a link. So yeah, for those of you that follow me on Instagram and that usually look through my stories, y'all saw that I was chilling with my crew of friends last night. They were here at my house, and this topic of relationships came up. And hold on one second, y'all, because when you with a bunch of single people, that type of stuff always comes up. So hold on, y'all. Okay. Yo, what's good? Mr. 25 in the building. What's up, Radical Latino? So yeah, so one of my homegirls, hey Johnny Mills, she was talking about a best relationship is to talk like best friends, play like children, argue like husband and wife, and protect each other like brother and sister. So yeah, so one of my girls was talking about a situationship, I guess you could call it, that she is currently in. And she was talking about how, so she's been talking to this dude or whatever. They were talking for, I guess, 2 months by then, or some weeks, I don't know. But he asked her not to be his girlfriend, but to be exclusive, okay? So that is where like my two guy friends were like, they kind of feel like it's BS. Because, okay, so the way she tried to explain it is that, when you meet somebody new, like there's like a time you need to take to, try to get to know them. And she was saying, when you decide to be exclusive, you're basically deciding between the two of you that you're going to basically cut off anybody else that you're talking to, and that you're only going to basically talk to each other. Okay. And this is basically like a transitionary period, I guess you could call it, before making it official. Now, one of my guy friends was like, see, this is like a tactic some guys will use, because they'll be like, okay, yeah, let's be exclusive. Okay, I'm not gonna make you my girlfriend officially yet, but let's just say we're exclusive. And they'll use that as a way to basically make sure that you're not talking to nobody else, but they, they'll still continue playing the cards over here and over there. And at the end of the day, if they mess with somebody else, you can't really get mad because they're not your man, or vice versa, because girls can play that game too. So if it comes down to it and you find out she was talking to somebody else, it's like, well, can you really be mad though? Because y'all are not officially in a relationship, He wants to be exclusive to just match each other and not talk to, because guys don't see it like that. That's basically what one of my guy friends was saying, that it's more like, it's an easy way, to get you to sleep with them or whatever, without any like real commitment, Women do the same thing too. Oh no, they do. Like women, we're definitely not exempt from this type of stuff. We definitely do it too. So I was just like, man, it just seems like a bunch of games, to be honest. And hi Christina, what's up? You look so beautiful. Hi Samuel Valerio, thank you. It seems like also with like the prominence these days of dating apps, I feel like people are just so easily replaceable. So gotta get with that. That's game you're running, right? If dude doesn't want to be exclusive without being in a relationship, then he's no good. You can't make anything exclusive without the goal of being in a relationship. Yeah, that's true. Just don't fall in fast. Use protection. Yes, always protect yourself for sure. You flirt and then you diss her, you ignore and then you say you miss her, you kiss and then you ditch her. You don't want to be with her. Okay, a little poet. So yeah, hold on, y'all. Shout out to them throw pillow. Yo, Radical's always checking out what the hell I got on in my background. Like, yeah, I got some pillows, okay. I got a little gate for my dog so he doesn't go upstairs. So yeah, it just seems like it's a lot of game people be running. And like I was saying with the whole dating app stuff, it's like people are just so easily replaceable. And it's like, I don't know, you have so many options available. So I don't know. I'm the type of person, like, even if you say, okay, we're exclusive, like, I still am going to have in the back of my mind, or still assume that you're talking to the girls. Like, I'm the type of girl, you need to make it official. Like, I need a solid conversation. Like, I need you to lay it down and be like, you are my woman, okay? Because if you don't, I'm just going to assume you're talking to the girls, because that's how people be. And that's not to say that just because the guy makes it official, he won't still cheat, because people cheat every day. But I would feel better if that conversation is had and, it's like laid down, because I'm not going to be out here assuming stuff. Like, I'm just not about to do that. Come and join the stream, y'all. I had a few of you DMing me talking about, I want to be in the conversation. So don't be shy now. Come on. Oh no, don't come on, but join. You have to find that person you really vibe with. Yes, that is very true. And with some people, that vibe, that connection is just kind of instant. You just hit it off, and I think it's not that hard to decide, okay, this is something I want to pursue because I really like the energy this person gives off, or y'all just click. So it's just interesting because it's like there's so many levels to dating now. I guess it was simpler before where, you meet someone, y'all like each other, and I don't know, you're just, okay, we're just going to give this a shot, and try to be in a relationship. But now it's like, okay, we have to go through this talking phase, right? Where it's like, I'm talking to you, but I might still be talking to somebody else. But if I decide I don't want to talk to the people, now I'm going to make it exclusive with you, okay? And then if I decide I really like you, then I might decide to make it official. You need commitment, not just a smooth line. Yes. Relationships were more stable back then. Nowadays, it's all about worrying about social media and having backups. Exactly. Yeah, that's very true. People just want to stunt on social media and flaunt their relationships half the time. It's like, okay, does this person know y'all in a relationship? Or are you out here assuming, sis? Because don't assume. And yes, having backups. People always have backups these days. The problem with today's generation is that people aren't pursuing meaningful relationships anymore. People these days rather hook up than be together. Yes, that is also very true. Very true. It's like, I don't know if it's that people are just more afraid of getting hurt. And so that's just a way, I don't know, for them to just prevent themselves from getting hurt. So they're like, I'm not going to get too emotionally attached. I'm just going to keep it more like just hooking up and keep it casual and just keep it more physical, or what it is. Like, or people just don't value true companionship and all that. I don't know. Don't waste your time. Give me someone a second chance when there's some. Listen, I learned that the hard way. I agree, Xena. Dating in today's world is different from the 90s. Even women my age who are in their 30s find it hard. Yeah, I mean, hey, I'm in my 30s too, early 30s, and yo, it'd be a struggle. What? This dude. No, I'm not about to open up an OnlyFans. Okay, no. Never waste your time pursuing someone that only sees you as an option. Yes, very true. Another lesson I had to kind of learn the hard way too, because and that's what's funny, because a lot of times, and both men and women, we both do this. It's like we want the person that treats us like an option. Like, I don't know if it's just that we see it as like a challenge, or I don't know what it is, or if it's like a way to prove something, if we can like get that person that isn't really showing us or treating us as a priority to like get their attention. I don't know what it is, but it's like, why do we always fall for these type of people? But yeah, but I mean, I guess the older you get, you realize like, nah, you need to treat me like a priority, okay? Like, I'm the prize, all right? Don't be treating me as no option. I'm glad I have a man. Hey, you lucky. You are lucky, Pamela, because it's hard out here. Samuel related, what's up? Looking cute, thank you. Wait, withhold sex. Oh wait, withhold that sex until official. You know, honestly, I mean, I know people just do it casually like it's nothing, but yeah, I think that really is the best way to go about it. It's just better. I feel like it's just better for both people involved when it's that way. Man, please, stupid. But yeah, like the whole hooking up and physical aspect of it too. It's like, I don't know. Trying to decide, okay, well, during what phase is it okay for that to happen? Like, should I wait until we're exclusive? Should I wait until we're official? And then once we're official, do I need to wait another certain amount of time? It's like so many, I don't know, rules and different things you got to think about. You number one, not number two. You choose me or lose me. This dude, whatever. If he misses you, he'll call. If he wants you, he'll say it. If he cares, he will show it. And if not, then he can't be worth your time. Yeah. I think most men, when y'all really want someone, y'all can correct me if I'm wrong, but I think most men, when y'all really want something or really want someone, y'all definitely make it known. And I don't think the girl really has to question much, because y'all will pursue her. And again, y'all make it known when you want it. That's when you gotta set boundaries and tell it from the beginning. Yeah. No exact updates at the moment. I am planning to drop a video on Tuesday, as that is the beginning of Hispanic Heritage Month. And then I do have a few things lined up. Like, I have a list of videos and interviews I'm planning to do for that month. So I'm hoping to get them all in, in a timely fashion. As an old man, I'm not sure technology has changed relationships. It's easier to meet people. Yeah, exactly. That's kind of like what I was trying to say at the beginning, with dating apps and stuff. But you still have to work hard to find something meaningful. Yeah, that's definitely true. And it's like on the one hand, I guess it's cool that you have all these options, but then again, it's like I feel like it makes us more picky, and it makes us look at things very face value, because you're literally swiping on an app and you're picking a person apart based on their looks. And I've been guilty of that. To be honest, I'll go on a dating app for like 2 days and I'm like, F this, I can't. What up, G Martinez? Hey. Men do the choosing. Yes. Then it's up to the girl to, if you wanna respond. How about talk to 5 guys? Whoever steps up, you'll rock with them. So this guy, I can't wish you radical. Anyways, look, I don't like discriminate necessarily on color, okay, but I do prefer my, little morenitos. Okay, I do like some melanin. But anyways, yeah, this dude always trolling. Looks is everything. What else do they have to bring? Well, yeah, when it comes to dating apps, I mean, yeah. Besides your little bio, you try to spruce it up and make it sound nice, but yeah. I'm not gonna lie, I be picky as hell. Like it's bad. It's really bad. This guy I was talking to a few years was out here lying, telling my friends I spent the night in his dorm. Ooh, there's some shady people out here. Yes, girl, real shady. Dating apps are for hookups now, basically. I'm in my early 30s and dating seems to be a lot easier than when I was in my 20s. You think it's easier? Well, I mean, I definitely think it's easier to meet people in general, but finding meaningful relationships, that's what, it's kind of hard. What up, Jamar? You can have all the physical contact you want with someone, but if there's nothing there emotionally or mentally, then nothing is going to build. Men and women want mental stimulation. That is also very true. What up, Fighter Complex?
What up? What up?
Hold on, put my volume up. See, when I put my speakers up, I hear an echo.
Is that me? Is it probably me?
Um, Now I was having that issue earlier too. I don't know why.
'Cause
Um,
I YouTube.
is that you? Nah, it's me. Damn it. Okay, so when I let you talk, Fighter, I'm gonna just mute myself because I don't know why when I put my speaker volume up, I start to hear echo. You guys, when a faithful feel like a girl. I love Melon. I think you meant to say melanin. The new dating app now where you can actually find someone who's OnlyFans. Radical, shut up. I think guys need to act fast if you like a girl. I probably do need headphones, but I don't have any right now. Traveling things with Prophet Agayi. What's up? If you're looking for a Dominican to give you what you want and need good luck. Listen, I still have hope, all right? I have hope I'll find a good one. But it'd be hard, yo. Dominicans ain't no joke. Okay, Fighter Complex, I'm gonna let you talk now. I'm gonna be myself. So, what's your thoughts on all this? Like being exclusive, being official, dating. What's your thoughts?
Um. Well, yeah. I feel like communication is everything. So I feel like you have to lay down the law in the beginning. Um. You have to speak on what you want or you're looking for, because if not, if you're just assuming something, you're gonna end up getting hurt. So I feel like is it's imperative to be very vocal. It's important to tongue if something is bothering you, speak up. Because if not, you're gonna be holding in all that pain for no reason, or wondering or pondering. So I don't know. I just feel like I feel like if you want a relationship, don't you gotta say that in the beginning. You know, I don't know.
Yeah.
And
Well,
the guy, if the guy stays, if the guy
mhm.
stays, you know what it is.
That what?
Dominican women will
What did
envy
you say?
you. They can talk faster. No, and
Yo,
that if
Radical
you
always talking shit. Yo.
that if
I'm
you
so mad to think he's echoing. Dang, I don't got my
what
headphones
I'm
in.
not you gotta let it know what it is in the beginning.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you got to.
Yeah.
No law, no order. I mean, you don't have to write it down on a piece of paper, but if you speak about it and you tell them, they're gonna remember. You gotta tell them what it is. I mean, in the beginning,
Yeah.
and then you gotta like we spoke about this where you said that if you're dealing with someone for a significant amount of time, you're gonna say, okay, so what are we? And I feel like that's an important question. Like I feel like a lot of people they
Mhm.
just go with the flow, like, or they just assume like, oh yeah we a couple. Like, nah, you guys have to sit down and speak on it, because maybe
Right.
you want it, and maybe you're doing all those things to be in that relationship, but maybe that guy he's looking at it like, shit, she ain't really my girl, but she doing all this. Fuck it. So, but that's why you guys have to speak on it, and he'll know how to act upon that. You know,
Right.
I don't know. I think just being vocal is very important, man. That's it. You're doing yourself a disservice by assuming that's all. I can't hear you.
See, when I turn my external mic on, I hear echo. Maybe I need. Okay, hold on. I might have to use my kids' jacked up headphones and see if that makes a difference. Um, dang. Or maybe I could listen through my phone. Oh my goodness, my daughter.
Yeah, I'm reading what Miles DK said. Girls always finding things out. They might not say anything right away, but they know. Yeah, girls they usually know what it is.
Hold on, y'all. Hold on. I think I'm gonna try and listen through my phone instead. See if that makes a
It's
difference.
like Biffy manager said also, and that's to find someone in your cultural linguistic. No, because just because someone
Hold on,
speaks
y'all. Hold
your
on.
language,
See,
that
there's a lag on my phone. Dang it.
Biffy, I disagree with you.
Your sound is bleeding through fighter speakers. Yo, what does this girl want? Oh my god.
Biffy, I disagree, man.
Hold on, y'all. Hold on, hold on. Y'all keep talking to fighter. Hold on. Done. How do I?
Biffy, the best way to find a woman is from a close friend or family member. Biffy, like, where are you from? Like the suburbs or something? Like a farm? Like, nah, man, you gotta go
Hold
out.
on, y'all.
Kevin Joseph said, "I've never done the dating app thing. It is weird to me. I prefer face to face contact first." Kevin, how old are you? I'm a Canadian, mother Italian, and father Dominican. Biffy, like, word Chuck, honesty is the best policy, man. Just tell them what it is up front, and then when some shit happens or when you're in disagreement, they can't say nothing in contrary. You'll be like, yo, this is what it was, da 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 da, and then y'all can make a new contract or whatever. Yo, listen, man. I'm sorry to say it. I know a lot of people don't agree with the dating apps. It seems so impersonal and corny, but people are getting married. People are having babies off of dating apps, and this is not something new. You know what I'm saying, this is not something new. Like, people been
Y'all,
uh
this is dinky headphones I could find, man.
people been courting and dating way like years off of online, like, for a minute.
Oh, these look so stupid.
Um, yeah, that's true, Chuck. That's true. A lot of women, they communicate indirectly because they're not as assertive as men. They give you little signs and clues, and you got to pick up on it. Because women, they want you to understand. They want you to know just by body language. Like, they just want you to understand them. Like, you know what I'm saying, they're not so direct. Yeah, I think she's seeing that.
Can y'all hear me good? So echo?
I hate word Martinez.
Swear, yo.
Martinez said, "Family trying to set you up with a born girl, but the born girls, but the boring chicks be loyal." Nah, I mean, I know some dope girls that are loyal though.
Not surprising. Most of the people in this comment section are single. Hey, that's okay. That's why we talking about it. But if there's any married people, y'all can give us advice on what to do.
Where like Uli said, I've had a relationship that started in a dating app and other that started dancing salsa bachata. Really doesn't make a difference. It's true. You don't know where you're gonna meet that person that's for you. I mean, you never know.
Yeah,
I mean, like dating apps and all that. That's an advantage. I feel like
I
you
know, y'all. I
literally
got these old ass headphones.
you literally don't have to leave your house, and you could find somebody that's for you.
If you're significant, see, I'm like confusing myself hearing myself. Okay, hold on. If your significant other honestly cared about you, then he or she wouldn't have left. Not the first time, not the second time, not ever. Okay.
I mean, what if the person did something bad? Then the significant other might leave if they
Yeah.
did something wrong.
Mm-hmm. Let's see. I'm looking for Dominican to date. Well, I
Where
mean,
you
they are.
from? Some more. Where you from, Samuel? Valerio, where you from? Because if you live in the northeast region, that's real easy to find.
Yeah. Family was situated with super traditional women, and when I was younger, I wasn't having it. I had to be wild out there. Yeah, a lot of people go through that. I guess you feel like you need to get out the way before you can settle down.
Mhm.
Dating
Yeah,
apps are useful now more than ever because of COVID. By the way, the kid on my pic was from the Sasabachata relationship. Tina got a whole 90s vibe with her hair and headphones. I know, I know. These are my daughter's headphones. I got the big joint because it's easier for her.
with the yang.
I know. Oh man. Somebody join. Come on, y'all. Don't be shy.
with that big ass. Yeah, yeah, Pamela. Like I don't know. Like there's nothing wrong with because people are. I feel like I was speaking to someone else earlier in the day, and I feel like people are so like stuck on and they fantasize about going to the grocery store and then bumping into the love of their life. Like it don't happen like that sometimes. Sometimes you might find them on Facebook. Like you might find them in a weird place. Like I feel like most people before the internet and everything, the whole internet phenomenon, I feel like people used to like find their love of their life in a weird place. I mean, so
Mm-hmm.
why is the internet exempt? You know what I'm saying?
That's based on evolution. Women naturally communicate in nonverbal ways. That's true. It's confusing to some dudes. It's our jobs as men to be assertive because that's what women crave.
Or
I mean, well, at least for me, yeah, I would say that's true. It's like you need to be direct with what you want and what you want from me. Yo, radicals stay
and
talking
it's true.
shit.
It's true. Women do communicate in nonverbal ways. That's true.
Mhm.
And they want you to just to pick up on it. And if you don't, you lacking, nigga.
Yeah, it's like, why didn't you figure out what I was trying to signal to you? Why I gotta verbally say everything?
It's like when you are in public, a woman, she won't come to you or nothing, but she will be looking at you. She give you a couple of looks. Like
Hmm.
nigga, I'm telling you, I want you, nigga. Like that, that's them too.
Lone Wolf, this is just my style for right now. Um, I think the most bullshit way to end a relationship is irreconcilable differences. Really? So you don't think that can really happen, Chucky? Because I hear people divorce based on that. Um, I don't know. I mean, what really counts as an irreconcilable difference? Until you are married, you are single. Hmm.
Yeah. What is that? I don't know about that because people cheat even when they're married, so that don't make no sense.
I mean,
I
I hear people
I
say
don't know.
that too, like boyfriend,
Yeah, that,
girlfriend.
that,
I don't count. You're still
yeah.
single until you're officially
A,
married. You're
a,
single. I don't
a
know.
piece of paper, a piece of paper shouldn't define loyalty.
That's true. That's true.
Irreconcilable. Does that mean things that you can't get over, like things that you can't change your mind on?
My homie found his girl in her funeral. Oh wow, best relationship.
Weird places, man. Like
Yeah,
mm,
husband at McDonald's. Wow.
look, weird places, man.
My girl gave me mad clues to take out the garbage. Like, I think got mad at me when I didn't do it. I told her to let me know direct, not by clues like
The
blues
blue
clues.
clues. Yo, radical. Yeah, it's annoying. It's annoying. But women are not gonna change their ways, bro. So if you're a smart man, you just do it anyway. I mean, just do
Yes.
it anyway.
Problem is, some of us are really bad at picking up signals. We all have story of a girl that was into us and we miss a bunch of signals. Sometimes we guys wish women were more direct. I've heard a lot of guys say that. And they'll say, if you send me signals, there's a good chance I might not pick up on it because I don't know what to look for. Or I don't know how to read what you're uh, señalando to me. You know,
Word.
they're eating funeral food, like drinking after. Wow. I try to be more verbal in my relationship because I know us women can be confusing. I mean, we can. I'll admit that. We can be a little confusing at times. And we sometimes struggle with like directly telling a guy what we're feeling. And we want y'all to just kind of pick up on it.
Women talk all that shit about communication, but they never really express what they want. We gotta like dig it out of them and shit.
Hey, strictly hip hop. Yo, I'm like, messing me up hearing myself. That's true. I bet you do radical. I love your eye. Oh, thank you. The
Yeah,
contact.
I miss signals, but I remember them. I'm like, oh damn, that's what that was.
Mm-hmm.
I be remember that shit. So maybe I think it's like I don't be caring. Like I pick it up, I'm like, whatever. Like,
See, that's not a problem too. Y'all
I
just
be
let me parent.
I'm very aware. I'll just be like,
See,
someone, where you from? Someone? Did he say where he's from?
I don't think he did.
Because he said he want Dominican women. So it depends what
Some,
area you're at.
yeah, some men don't have to try dollar sign. Why? Because they got money. When a girl's used to getting hurt, she won't know how it feels when a guy starts to appreciate her, so she ends up pushing him away. That's actually very true too, because I've seen that and I've heard girls say that when they actually find a guy that's treating them right and like being appreciative of them and giving them love and this and that, they don't know how to act. They're like, I'm not used to this. I'm used to these toxic dudes that I gotta be fighting with them to show me attention and this and that. And it's like they end up like self-sabotaging the relationship with the good guy and they do end up pushing him away. So that's definitely a thing too.
I feel like honestly, I feel like yo, love is a game.
Yeah, it is to an
Yeah,
extent.
love is a game.
Yeah, hit that
Love,
like button, y'all. I know some of y'all want to join. Come on, join. We got 32 people in here.
yeah, yeah, yeah. I playing, man. Everybody, people should join in. That's scared.
Yeah, people always so shy. He can find a Dominican woman in the Dominican Republic. They won't fall in love with him for a free ticket to the States. Mm. Well, hey, Lucy. Those of y'all that saw my IG story, this is my friend. She was in it. My friend Lucy.
Lucy, come on the live, Lucy.
Yeah, Lucy,
Love
come
is a
on.
game. Love is a game. Love is a game, right? Because you know what, you know why I say love is a game, because people think, oh, this is what love is, this is what love is. No, because everyone's definition of love is different, because everyone doesn't think the same. So literally love is a game. I'm saying
Mm.
love is a game.
My boy thinks every Latina's out to get him.
Love is a game, Lucy.
Okay, Inferno, but that wasn't on here. You need to come on here and talk, okay? And from Miami Beach. But what ethnicity are you?
Okay, so Samuel lives in Miami. Nigga, there's so many Dominican people there. My brother lives in Miramar. He tells me about that's like a Dominican community. There's a bunch of Latinas, Caribbean women.
Um, that's true. Love is a game, and let me tell you what, it doesn't get better with age. The same thing keeps happening. We just get better at playing games as we age. Damn,
And
yo.
look, and that's an older man telling you that. That's an older man telling you love is a game, bro.
No, fighter complex is not my brother.
Yeah, yeah, that's my sister.
uh, I'm Dominican and never had a Dominican girlfriend. Really?
No, me either. I had an entanglement, but I had a whole entanglement.
Stop being shy. Yes. Stop it. It's not a game. Only hurt people talk like that.
Hurt.
Mm.
Love is a game, bro. I'm telling you. I'm telling you, man.
Irreconcilable differences happens. There's always going to be disagreements. When you hear stories about people being together 20 or 35 years, they get on each other's nerves. Oh, I bet. And have arguments. Cubans from Miami. If your girlfriend or boyfriend is so beautiful or handsome, why flirt with other guys or girls? Why would you cheat? Start throwing her down and picking up a ride. Listen, that's a question I've asked myself many times. If you got a good person and they look good too, they treat you good, then why? I will never understand.
Miles, it's like that's the same. It's like the same thing. Like it's like when someone says, "Damn, I can't wait to get a job where they're paying me $40 an hour." And then once you get that job that pays you $40 an hour, you're happy at first. You're like, "Oh shit!" But then you want more. You want more. You want more. You want other things.
Greedy. That's what that is.
So no, a lot of humans, most humans are not content. Now, when you're smart and when you go through that, you make mistakes, then you realize, damn, me going out here cheating is not worth a great relationship. I just feel like
Mhm.
sometimes men we have to learn the hard way. I feel like women know that automatically. Like they're hardwired to know it, but we don't. Like we got to learn the hard way.
This dude say get with a Puerto Rican and more stable. So are we unstable, radical? Is that what you're saying?
Right. There's mad Latinas at my word. There is.
There's some, like, I mean, there's some of us here, but not a whole lot.
I know. There's a few Dominicans in DMV.
Yeah. Like, there's more in DC and Maryland than in Virginia. We're not talking about being a game in a bad way. Women will test guys, and guys will do likewise to make sure if they found the one. Yeah, that's true.
Yeah. That's why I tell people game is not a bad thing. Game is not a bad thing.
But through those 20 to 35 years that the couple's together, the love will conquer any thoughts of leaving as the couple is faithful. Mm. No, it's not greedy. It's not wanting to eat the same food twice. Sometimes I'm tired of steak and I want pizza. Nice big butt pizza. This guy. See, y'all always think the grass is greener on the other side. That's the problem. You find something good, you cherish
You gotta
it.
hold on to that shit.
You
You gotta
know?
hold on.
Because then when it leaves, that's when you hurt. And then you're beating yourself up.
Mm-hmm.
Due to speaking facts, people are never content.
Right, never.
And why ain't Afro Latinos are not in these novela? Okay, that's a whole nother subject.
That's a whole nother topic.
hmm Radical's hilarious. Radical's a troll, okay? He stay trolling. Get them lights up. Lots of Dominicans in Montgomery and PG County. Yeah, in Maryland. hmm Sometimes that grass I'm in is turning brown. Okay, if that's the case, then okay, maybe you're not with the best girl, but I'm talking about when you're a girl that is like legit, official. She's good to you. You know, y'all have fun together. There's chemistry, there's connection, and y'all still looking at everything. You like everything else. That's what I'm saying. Like, why do y'all do that? I mean, women too. Women do that too. We'll find a good guy and I don't know, see the next sexy looking dude and be like, ooh, and then yeah. End up doing dumb stuff. It's sad how your significant other wanted to be your everything, but you ended up making them feel like nothing. Mm.
Yeah.
Yeah, that happens, unfortunately. Been with many unstable Puerto Rican women.
Yeah, I'm gonna stay away from Puerto Rican women. Fuck that.
Y'all wrong.
I'm good. I'm good.
Every ethnicity has crazy people in it.
I'm good.
Yeah, we get you from Miami, but I'm saying, like, are you Dominican, Mexican, Puerto Rican? Like, what are you? Who is y'all? Okay, let me not generalize because listen, I know not all men be acting like that. So if it doesn't apply, let it fly. Okay, I know some of
Right.
y'all here probably some good men, so this does not apply to you. No matter your age, the key is finding someone who's on the same stage in life as you are. Yes. If you're ready to settle and your girl boy is not, time to move on. Facts. Men will always think there's someone better. Mm. I'm sure that dating will be easier soon when Dr. Umar Johnson opens his school. I dated $5. Hasn't that school been in process for like years? But lady sounds Mexican. Talk about the worst date y'all been on. Hey Darius.
Hey, how you doing?
Good, good. How are you?
I'm good. I'm good. Thank you for having me on. All
Yeah, no problem.
right, Hassan, what's up?
Sorry,
All
what'd you
right.
say?
No, I was just saying, telling the fam hello and what's up.
Oh, okay.
You know.
Pamela, I don't think I've really had like a worst date. I mean, I haven't dated a lot, period. But I don't have a story. Fighter, do you have a story of a bad date? Or Darius?
Oh, I got a lot of stories of bad days now.
Yeah, I got a crazy story.
I, I let them go
I,
ahead.
I got a lot of crazy stories. Go ahead, Davis. You go first, so you can warm them up, cause my shit crazy.
7 years.
Now, no, but first of all, I just want to tell the fam, if somebody tells you they want to be, someone you've been talking to for a minute, and they say they want to be exclusive, but not much of a commitment. To me, that tells me that that person really kind of just wanna have the cake and eat it too. They want to have their options. They're not ready for commitment,
Mhm.
but they also want to keep you too
Yo,
at the same time. Um,
can I say something? I
and
don't like the term. Excuse me. I don't like the
uh
term. I don't like the term have a cake and eat it too.
oh,
The whole point of having a cake is to eat it. I don't
okay.
understand that.
Right. Okay, so let's say for the sake of this, we'll just say that person wants to keep the option. All right, we'll change that. So, so in other words, so that to me that says that the person want to keep the options open, and that but they also want to hold on to you too. Now, one thing you have to also understand and decide to say, okay, I've been in a situation like that. You have to say, okay, well, that's a lot of that's time investment also. How important are you? Are you willing to be exclusive as well? Are you willing to, just say in New York, kick the bobo or something, just you know, date, play with each other, whatever, and not necessarily have a really commitment, relationship. You have to also decide, what is it that you really want. If you want more in a relationship than just to be exclusive, then you have to make that clear and say, hey, you know what, this is not something I'm willing to accept. I want a little bit more of a commitment. And if that person not willing to give that to you, then you have to kind of say, okay, well, either I stay and accept what they're offering me, or I just move on. You
Mm-hmm.
know,
Akintunde the Great, I see you backstage, but it's saying your device is not connected. So I don't know. Yeah.
you know. Uh,
Y'all still talking about Dr. Umar in the chat. Where are all the women? Yes, where are the women? I barely ever get girls up in here.
Well, Omar looking for women on here.
oh.
Lone Wolf. We're looking for women on here.
Wow.
We need an Umar Johnson segment. Oh man.
Yeah.
But yeah, I feel like overall there's just a lot of lack of wanting to commit, lack of loyalty, and people just find like these loopholes or way to kind of go around having to really commit with these random titles and stuff.
Yeah. It's you have to decide, man. What
Pamela,
how
join.
stuff works.
Click on the link. This guy Chucky, I don't even know if I want to blow up your comments. Oh my gosh.
You know what the problem is too though. Let's not put all the blame on men,
Mhm.
cause sometimes women have to be conscious of what they're doing too. They have to know what they're getting
That's
themselves
true.
into.
That's true.
Like because women try to get that. A lot of time, women are in a situation where they know how the guy is, they know what it is, but they want him to change. But they're like, oh no, he's gonna change, or he's really fucking with me. And then as the time progresses, the dude, he sees what she's allowing, so it just grows bigger and deeper and deeper. I don't know, man. I just feel like that's why communication is so key.
Yes,
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
I agree.
but now that I know how women move, I know how to communicate and talk to them, and like, you know what I'm saying, I know how to
Yeah,
talk because I know women are not gonna bring that conversation up. The man has
right.
to be the one, unfortunately. I mean, we have to
Right.
be the one.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
So
And also, you gotta also too. If a person show you who they are, believe them. We all heard that before.
Yes.
If they show you who they are, believe them. So a lot of times, when getting to know someone, there's we may see some red flags there. To
Mm-hmm.
say, oh, but sometimes we ignore those flags, and then what happens? And we don't believe what they're showing us, and then we get either entanglement or we get or committed to that person, and then next thing you know, it goes south, and we're like, okay, wait a minute. A couple of months ago, he showed me that he had an attitude, or she, okay, because we know us men get in it too, or they showed some things that I wasn't willing to accept, but I did it anyway, you know.
Mm-hmm.
So that's important too, and once again, this exclusive thing, I mean, it's on both sides. I mean, men do it, and sometimes women do it too. You know,
Yeah. Uh,
yeah,
listening to Father Calm. It's hard to believe he's single. Where the
listening
woman
to
at?
listening to Flex 7 is not hard to believe he's single.
Samuel, we
Yo,
know you're from Miami. We're just asking what
yo,
your ethnicity is.
hold on, Lone Wolf. Do you find that being in a relationship is like accomplishment? Because there's a lot of people in relationships and they unhappy or they just settled. So you know what I'm saying, you
Mm,
might want to have
that is
to.
true too.
So don't think just being in a relationship that's an accomplishment because you might be unhappy in that relationship.
that's true.
We ignore red flags when we're blinded by lust and optimism. Yes, 100%. Definitely.
Word.
Because, you see the red flags, but then you also see like the good things about that person. So you choose to only focus on that, you know?
Yeah.
But that just leads to, God, I keep thinking of words in Spanish. But anyway, if someone breaks your heart, just punch them in the face. Face and get some ice cream and Jamaican beef patties. You're funny.
Word. I was about to get a beef
But
patty today. I was
you know,
thirsty.
oh, okay, yeah, it goes back to self worth too. I mean, I say for men and for women, because it's like, what are you willing to accept, and what are you worth? And sometimes people can they can sense when someone may have some low self-esteem or something like that. It could be anything. It could be you know anything that weight, height, whatever. And some people play on that stuff. And it's about self-worth. What do you value yourself? You do you value yourself to say, okay, you know what? I'm not going to allow this person to be exclusive. This is what I want. I want someone to commit to me, and someone who acts, that loves me.
Mm-hmm.
And you got to also define, what is love? What is love to you? You know?
Right.
Yeah.
Samuel, you're Dominican and you can't find a Dominican girl in Miami?
What's it do? What's it do name? Um, Lone Wolf? No. Just because you have a girlfriend doesn't mean you settle. But don't think just because someone is in a relationship or not in a relationship is like an accomplishment or something. It doesn't mean anything. I mean, because I
Ch-
say half of the people, most relationships end up in breakup, right?
mhm.
So
Changing a man is the worst thing women can ever do, and it never ends in her favor. Facts.
Hey Viva,
Hey, Inferno, what's up?
what's up?
How are you?
Doing good.
Good, good. So, what are your thoughts on everything we've been talking about? Like the different stages of dating, lack of commitment, or whatever it is, cheating, all that.
I would just say communication is key because for what I've seen with my relationships and other people's relationships, it's always been lack of communication. That's where
Hmm.
it falls apart.
Yeah. Yep. Um, Insecure men treat women like trap. Yes, that is very true. Very true. People settle out of desperation and loneliness. Statistics show that 57% of men cheated in their lifetime compared to 54% of women. This cheating is a man thinks a has been a messed up notion, to be honest. Yeah, I mean women cheat too. They do. Um I think usually what I see is like the motive behind the cheating can sometimes vary between men and women. Whereas people say men usually cheat out of like some type of physical motive, whereas women, it can be more of an emotional thing. Girlfriend, boyfriend. Did you want to try to join again, Akintunde? Some people have to rationalize that's why they're single. If a girl's stupid enough to love you after you broke her heart, I guarantee you she's the one. Are you trolling? Anyway,
Nah, I don't think that's a real thing though. She the
why is that
one.
a real thing?
She the one for you. If you broke her heart and she still wants to work it out, that means that she's. I mean, she's trying to still stay with you even though you did some bullshit.
Yeah, that's true.
She's still
Yeah,
trying to stay with you.
but
She's still trying to give you a chance.
are you worth it?
If you, it depends. It depends if the guy changes, if he really values her. I mean,
I mean, if you really value her, then you wouldn't be out here doing dumb stuff.
yeah. But sometimes, like people forget. Um, just because you're in a relationship, it don't mean that you're not distracted and you don't have temptation and other bullshit in life. Sometimes you don't. Sometimes you don't realize what you have and you end up losing it. I mean, just like
That's true.
anything. Like anything.
It is imperative to know the difference between dating and courting. Mm. So, dating, at least to me, it seems like it's a lot more casual, whereas courting is more like dating, but with the intent to marry. That's what I think of when I think of courting.
Yo, you know what's crazy though? I never really date, never really dated anyone though.
You were kind of
I'll
breaking
give
up
it
in the
like
first part. What were you saying?
date dating. What's the definition of dating? Like y'all never were officially boyfriend girlfriend. Is that what dating is defined as?
Mm, well, I think it can be. Dang, I think it can be both because I hear dating when used as okay, you're going on dates and you're getting to know each other. You're not official, but then some people say you're dating when it is official. So I guess it just depends on your own definition of that.
Right. I don't know.
Who cares if I flirt 20 times? We got the meal for free, right? Uh, what does that mean? Yo, Radical, you want to just join?
Yeah. Because
We need another lady on here. There are like two ladies in the chat. Come join. Why all we do is break up and make up.
Hey, yo, call Sydney and tell her to join in.
Who?
Sydney.
Oh, I don't even know if she knows I'm live right now. Who messaged me? Is it who? Love is like a tug of war. Hurts to hang on. For some reason, can't let go. Okay, so dating isn't exclusive. Courting is exclusive. Okay. No, he's not in high school. Samuel, use the link.
Hey, Bill, can I ask a question?
What in front of?
Hey, can I ask a question?
Uh-huh.
Why do people's relationships fall apart after the child is born?
Yo, I want to know this because I know so many women that I was like trying to get at or whatever, and they'll act like they're so busy or not interested. And the moment that they get pregnant, whatever, then the guy ends up leaving. The baby's not even 2 years old, and now she's a single mother. Then all of a sudden, if you try to like get in contact with her or holler at her, now she's available all of a sudden. Like I want to know this. Like I'm listening.
I think there can be multiple reasons for that. I think on the one hand, sometimes like y'all as a couple just weren't ready for a kid. And a child that can be very stressful. It brings a lot of stressors to the relationship. And like I feel like if you didn't really have the long-term plan to be with this person or like marry this person, it's like and now you're bound to them. It can kind of make you resentful. Sometimes the girl will get resentful towards the guy or vice versa. Like I don't know, I feel like it can be a lot of things. Or maybe the guy feels too trapped. I don't know. And then of course if like the dad isn't there or not really helping, then of course that's going to lead the relationship to fail as well. So I don't know. It really depends on the relationship.
Yeah, gotcha. Because I see that way too often.
Yeah. The women start mentioning themselves, they fall up. They get into a relationship just for sex. Most likely because one of the two was more interested in being a mother and father than in raising a family. Baby costs money. Yes, that's expensive. And I mean, financial problems, those are like those are a big like issue in marriages even. So if dealing with a baby and say y'all are both struggling financially, like that's going to affect your relationship.
I want to say something about that too. Also, parenting styles. So like say, the man may have been raised a certain way of a certain culture, and maybe the wife or something, she may be raised a different way, and they're both trying to, of course, raise this child up, and the man may say, hey, no, I want to do things this way because this is how my culture does it, or this is how I was raised, and she said, oh no, I'm doing it this way, and that could be a problem too. They both have not come together and say how they're going to raise the child. You have those type of issues. You have also
Oh shit.
you have situations where let's say, okay, that child also has grandparents, may have grandparents on both sides. And then you have situations where the grandparents may get involved or how they want to raise a child. And that can cause a conflict too, and the next
Right.
thing you know, now you have a situation where, it's causing friction in the relationship and then now you depart too at the same time. I'm talking about on those parenting parts of it, they're my experience, you know,
Okay.
um, so those situations, you know.
Okay. Samuel, how are you? What's up?
Chud.
Okay, well, it's your first time on here. So what's up? What is your thoughts on everything we've been talking about?
I think that's good.
Mm-hmm.
We're not good at dating stuff, but it's good though.
Okay.
Yeah.
Y'all can hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah, we can hear you.
Oh, I can't hear him.
Oh. That's weird.
Yeah, very weird.
Okay. Look at these comments. Okay, so one of the reasons because they can't handle the responsibilities of handling being in a relationship, being a parent. Guys want some. They are not emotionally stable for a true adult relationship. No ring, no sex. That is the way I will raise my children. Well, I would like to raise my children that way. Hopefully, they would listen. What else? Don't give it up too easily. Radical, come join. Oh man, let me put that. Is that? Let me put you real quick. Whenever you're ready to talk, just unmute yourself. Unmute. God, I cannot talk listening to myself. Unmute yourself. Sorry. I feel like I sound slow. But anyway, I'm still waiting to get another woman on here. Now let Sammy speak. She sounds like my mom. Okay, so when you have tried to date women, do you like say if you're talking, you'll like each other, whatever, do you go as far as to like put this title of y'all being exclusive and basically communicating that you're not going to talk to anybody else, and if it goes well then you'll make it official? Or do you kind of go straight from, okay, we're talking, we're vibing, I'm gonna make you my girlfriend now? Or like, which one do? Do you include that middle stage, or you just skip that?
I think I do the what you said before, the straight up.
Wait, say that again.
I don't do exclusive. No, I just go to straight up like this day
Oh,
and that's it. Yeah, that's usually said. I don't do that.
okay. So is that more of like a, I guess, is that what's normal for most men, to just go straight to making it official if you like the girl?
I
Like,
think
y'all
it's.
think about the exclusive thing, or is that more like girls, we're worried about that?
I think some girls don't like exclusive.
Okay.
That's what I think. I don't know.
Hey, J Smooth. I'm gonna mute you again. It's like ready to say something.
Hey,
Got like,
that's your music in the background.
what'd you say?
Hey, that's your music in the background.
Yeah, I think he has music in the background.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Some of these guys are speaking in tongues. Okay. A real boyfriend isn't ashamed to make love to his girlfriend in public and brag and brag about how in love he is. Okay. Do you mean on the first date talking about exclusivity? No. What was that? Okay. No. So, okay, so to be honest, I've never really done that whole exclusive phase.
Hello. Your device is ready for setup.
Oh my God.
Just follow the
That
instructions.
scared the crap out of me. Sorry, y'all. Yeah, so no. So from my friends that I've talked to that have done this, it's usually like maybe a few weeks out or like a month or so. So they've been talking long enough that they know they like each other and stuff, and they want to pursue something, but they're not quite ready to make it official. So they decide instead to make it exclusive and basically decide they're not going to talk to anybody else during that time frame. So how long that exclusive phase lasts, I don't know. I mean, it could just be like
You know,
2 weeks, but then some
you know
people
what's
end up being in
weird?
that phase for a long ass time. And I feel like when that happens, like, okay, like they playing games.
You know what's crazy? You can hear me?
Yeah.
There's this girl, right, that I was really attracted to, and I was always, like hollering at her, and she gave me the opportunity, but I was never like really stepping up to the plate. And she's the type where then I found out that she was like kind of someone, and they'll go like on everything. They'll leave the state together, go to hotels and do the whole 9 yards, right? And post each other. That anyone that sees that, they're gonna be like, oh, okay, they go together or something. But if I like contact her and tell her, "Oh, I want to see you" or something, she be like, oh yeah, let's hang out. Like, so she was still with it. So that is so weird to me. That it's
Mm,
to the point where you're posting someone on social media, you're making it known that you deal with somebody, but then behind closed doors, you're willing to accept dates from someone else when you know that person is like sexually or romantically attracted to you. So I don't know
mm,
that the whole dating, open dating, that's weird to me. Like that's always weird to me. I don't understand that concept.
mm-hmm.
I don't understand. Like speaking about it and making it known is weird.
Wow.
Speaking about it is weird.
Yeah, like if I tell
Wow.
someone, yeah, speak like an example, like if I'm speaking to a girl, a woman, and she tells me, hey, I really like you, but I'm gonna be, going on other dates with other guys and probably having sex with other guys. Like, are you okay with that? I'm in my head, I'm gonna think, oh yeah, I'm cool with that. But in my head, I'm already thinking, yeah, yeah, I'm not, she ain't wifey type.
Oh fuck
In
no.
my head, I'm already thinking, oh yeah, I'll go on dates with her, keep fucking her and chilling with her. She cool, but I'm not cuffing it
Right.
because she over here
Mm,
experiencing other. So that's my mentality right. So it's weird to talk about it. Like, don't even talk about it.
okay.
You know what I'm saying?
So Ulysses said, "Are things that formal now that you have to have a talk to say, okay, we're official now? I mean, if someone's right for you, you don't just know and let it happen." Listen, the way things are these days and the way dating is these days, like you kind of have to have those conversations because people just ain't loyal.
Yeah, that's
Just
right.
kind of
You
go with
can't
the
be just.
flow
Right, people
and
ain't
you just
loyal.
assume, and the other person will let you assume. But whole time they're still dealing with other people.
So basically, you saying like leading people on.
Uh-huh.
Gotcha.
2 weeks in or maybe a month, I think being honest about what each other wants is fine. No need to waste each other's time. Yeah. Communication is key. Do you at times ever regret being nice or apologizing? We didn't do anything wrong, blah, blah, blah. Sometimes I do feel like I'm too nice.
You're only so nice to people who you know didn't do you right.
Being nice can be a blessing and a curse sometimes.
It just depends on who you fucking with.
Mm. Oh, Chucky, I didn't even like really say hi to you. Like I saw you come
It's
in,
all
but
good.
I don't know. Sorry about that.
It's all good, mama. How you
Well,
doing?
welcome to the live.
Gracias, gracias.
Okay, so
Hey Viva.
what are your thoughts overall on everything?
Here's the everything is straight on. You know what I mean? But the most important thing people gotta understand is that there's a lot of people who are in relationships who technically shouldn't be in one. There are a lot of people who are married who shouldn't be married. Why? Because you got a lot of people that think, okay, I'm good looking. You know, I got my finances in order. You know what I mean? I got my crib, my whip, things of that nature. But at the end of the day, these people don't got the mindset to be in an adult relationship. They
Yeah.
can't handle it.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? So you are, I mean, you could, get with somebody, that's all good. But if your mindset ain't where it needs to be, then that relationship is going to crumble. The
Right.
issue with these days has nothing to do with dating apps because all dating apps did was give us a variety of different ways to communicate and meet people all over the world. You know
Mm,
what I mean? But what it is that it's people's personality. One question I get always asked is, do you think long distance relationships work? I'm like, of course they do. If you're worried about meeting somebody online, whether through Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, whatever, and they live 700 miles away from you, and you worried about them cheating or you got trust issues, they're gonna do that shit living 5, 10 minutes away.
that's true.
You know what I mean? We got 7 billion people in the world. Nobody should be single. Just keep it one. You know what I mean? Nobody should be single. But you got, especially, and I hear this from women all the time. They be like, yo, there's not enough men that I could get with, or try to get with who's gonna treat me right. I'm like, how do you know there's millions of men in the world? How do you
That's true.
know?
That's true.
But at the end of the day, especially with what a lot of dudes gotta understand is that, like I was telling this other gentleman that's on the line with you too, it's in your biology as women to communicate, in nonverbal cues because women and men are wired differently. That's
Hmm.
just based on evolution. I had to learn that. I'm only 33 years old, but when I was younger, I was naive. You know what I mean? So a lot of shit when I was learning about females, it frustrated me. But as I got older, I'm like, yo, let me just take the time to just go ahead and just learn. And I started getting it, but I had to learn that through women. Because when I tried to learn it through men, it was like, yeah, you gotta fuck them over. If you fuck them over, they'll love you. I'm like, nah, I'm not that type of nigga. I ain't with all that. You know what I mean? If I see a female and if I see that there's an opportunity to take advantage of her, I'm just not going to do that because I was raised with women.
Hmm.
So I'm not going to do that type of shit. That's not me.
Yeah.
But I ain't going to lie. I've been fucked over, but I learned from it as I got older. So now it was like before I used to jump right into relationships. Now it was like I gotta get to know you
Yeah.
before anything. But then at the same time, I'm gonna let you know what I'm not gonna put up with, and I'm gonna tell you, which because I see this with a lot of females. They could tell a man what they expect or want him to do 50 million ways. But I tell a lot of dudes, you better tell her what you asking of me, you better be able to give that in return.
Hmm.
But
Yeah.
the issue today is that so many people now are looking for greed. They're looking for instant gratification. They're not
Yeah.
looking for nothing long term.
Right.
You know what I mean? And that's the sad part. And that's why so many relationships and marriages are plummeting. Everybody just looking for that quick fix.
Yeah.
It's only because I'm gonna keep it a stack with you. I'm one of them dudes where, you know, when I look at a woman and I'm pursuing, the end goal is marriage. I'm old school. I'm a young cat, but I'm old school.
Hmm.
Because I tell females all the time, I can fuck you for hours. But then it's like, if there's no emotion and if nothing's gonna come out of that, it's gonna be pointless.
Right.
It's
Exactly.
just gonna be, it's just gonna be meaningless sex. I did
Hmm.
all that when I was younger. But that's my take on the whole situation. You know what I mean? People gotta be mentally mature to handle a relationship before getting into one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was a really good
Yeah. I
take.
want to say something about that. Yeah. Yeah. So what I want to say about that, Chucky's right, about that. He said a lot of people in relationships that probably shouldn't be in one, right? So what you have, sometimes in relationships, you have people that come into relationship, they got everything going for them, right? But then they may have some insecurities in life, right? They may have some
Mm-hmm.
insecurities that they haven't dealt with. that probably stems from the past or how they grew up or something like that. And what happens is they bring those same insecurities into a committed relationship, and
Hmm.
then it
Yes,
goes south,
sir.
or they come in there with trust issues and everything, you know.
Yeah.
And that's why it's so important to work on self. You know, before you decide, okay, yeah, I want to get into, yeah, I'm gonna go past exclusive and get into a committed relationship. You know what? Work on self. You know, if there's any kind of self insecurities or something like that, it's not fair to bring that insecurity to that young lady or to that young man that has nothing to do with the past relationship with whoever cheated or whatever that happened. You know, handle those issues before you get into a committed relationship. Work on self before committing to someone, and you have
Yeah.
more of a successful relationship. That's my take on
Yes.
that.
Yeah.
Okay.
What about can I another issue too is all about what a person wants and what they're ready for, what they really want, because you can't equate maturity to being with a person in a committed relationship, because there's people that are very mature in other areas and aspects in life, but they just don't want to be with one person and commit. So
Mm.
being with like being married doesn't equivalent to maturity. Like I don't understand that concept, because everyone has a different wants in their life. Like this dudes that they're 60 years old and they don't want to get married. They just want to fuck a bunch of women for the rest of their life. And you can't tell me that man is not very experienced and knows about the world and how the world works and how women work. They just don't have no um that's not their goal in life, to be married and have kids and build a family. If you understand what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, this is Ulysses, right?
Yeah, yeah. I
How are
decided,
you?
I've been writing all night, so I just so I just joined.
I decided to just join.
Yeah, I'm fine. Nice to be with all
Okay.
you
So,
guys.
what are your thoughts on everything?
Uh, who was it just said a moment ago that you have to work with yourself? Sorry, I'm new here, so I didn't catch you was saying that. But that's right. You have to work with yourself first. I mean, and that's when you're going to trying to get into a relationship because you think, okay, this is the person that is gonna fix my life. Well, that's not usually how it works. If that person has something for you that might help you, excellent. But you have to work with yourself first, and once you once you achieve that, then the relationship is kind of like the price that you get for all the work that you have done to get yourself better. And hopefully, the person you're with is basically of the same mindset. We all, both have to be of the same mindset. It's not trying to think if you're suffering, if you have issues, don't go out thinking, okay, I'm gonna get somebody who's gonna fix my life, because
Yeah.
that's not how it works. You might get lucky, you might get that special person that is patient enough to do all that for you, but that's usually not how it works.
Yeah, that's true. And I do feel like sometimes people do kind of go into relationships. It's like they're almost looking for a therapist, and they are looking for someone to help them fix their problems and I don't know, stuff like that. But that just, like you said, sometimes you are lucky enough to find someone that will help you work through all your issues and your problems and help you better yourself as a person, but it can also be a big strain. So I do think if your goal is to eventually be in a serious relationship, then you do need to work on yourself first. And I don't know, you know how they say be the best version of you before trying to commit seriously anyway to somebody else.
Yeah, they trauma
There's a
bonding.
lot.
On this device.
Hmm.
You can find instructions in
Sorry,
the help
y'all.
section of your Alexa app.
Yeah, they
Alexa,
trauma
get me a
bonding.
pizza.
Oh my goodness. That thing just randomly goes off.
Yeah, they
Anyways.
trauma bonding. That's what it is.
There's a lot of dudes that get into relationships to look for a mom. Niggas
Mm-hmm.
that need places to stay and shit like that. And I'm like,
Yeah.
and what the shit that kills me is I'm like, yo, what made you accept this dude? And not to, and I'm not bashing women, but it's like I seen the video, and this ain't shit that kills me. And I'm surprised you didn't bring it up. I seen a video earlier today, and a woman said that women, some women, will not allow a man to be around his children or to see his children to prove a point. Because you have a lot of, we understand about the deadbeat fathers who purposely knock a woman up and then be like, okay, you're pregnant, I'm out. But nobody talks about the deadbeat mothers. And when I read stories and I hear stories, it's the men who generally want to be around their children that are the ones who get shitted on by the mothers of the kids. They're the ones that are paying a large amount of money on child support. You know what I mean? And it's like, sometimes, I can't even put blame on the guys too tough, because we as males tend to look at situations visually. We see a woman with thick thighs, a big butt, big breasts. That's what we typically go for as men. Women, on the other hand, it's like I told a lot of my female friends that complain that they can't find a good man. It's harder for a man to find a good woman than it is for a woman to find a good man.
You think so?
That's the facts. That's facts. I'm gonna tell you why.
Interesting.
We as males, like I said, we look at women from a visual perspective.
Okay.
And you got men that are shallow. You got dudes that be like, yo, if a chick don't look like a J-Lo, I ain't fucking with her. Women, on the other hand, and I've heard this from a woman, women, on the other hand, will say, okay, he's a good dude. Overall, he's a gentleman. I've been on a couple of dates with him. He's nice. He's funny. He knows how to banter. But he don't got this bachelor degree. I ain't fucking with him. Oh, but I went out on a date with another guy. He was funny, charming, sweet. Oh, wait, he got that shirt. Don't look right on him. Women tend to, how can I say this delicately? Women tend to have unrealistic expectations, some women, when it comes to males. And then it pisses the men off because it's like, well, goddamn. They can't reach or match the woman's expectations because her expectations is so high. The dude is like, well, fuck it. And you got some dudes that will try to push on and push on and push on. And as a result, what ends up happening is he ends up losing himself because now he's going in a cycle to try to please this woman and meet up to her demands, forgetting that, there's millions of women on this planet. And the thing with the issue that a lot of dudes run into, especially younger males that are in their 20s, the issue that they run into is that, I might want to have sex with her, but even if she's the biggest bitch, personality-wise and mentally, though she's bad, I'm going to still try to fuck her. And then those are the same dudes that end up in situations where that woman could be extremely possessive, extremely controlling, extremely jealous. So now he's in a situation where he's with a female where she probably drugged him or tried to kill him. And I'll be telling these dudes, you got to play the game like a female in a sense. Because when you're just looking visual, although we as males think logically, when it comes to women, we fall off mentally. And that's what gets a lot of men into trouble.
Okay.
That shit happens a lot with girls be drugging niggas. That happens
It happens a
some
lot.
places.
But it's crazy because when a man is a victim of getting drugged by a female, the first thing most people will say is, you sure you wasn't drunk? But, let a nigga do it to a girl. Oh, forget it. Forget it. she getting all the sympathy.
Hmm.
There's a lot of
Okay.
sexism that goes on.
2008 Top Shelf. Hello. You joined us.
Hello, Xtina.
How are you?
I'm doing well tonight. Thanks for asking.
All right. So, what are your thoughts on everything we've been talking about?
Well, I first want to say that true to form, I'm arriving late and I'm a little bit. Hello, my love. I mean, Xtina. I I'm doing fantastic.
Okay. Oh, I think I can hear that you're hearing me late. Okay. I can kind of hear the echo. Okay, I guess he's still listening.
Okay, I was just listening to a repeat broadcast of what I was saying. I think the audio is caught up now.
Okay.
LOL.
Yeah, I don't know if it's my headset or not. Okay, I heard a little bit of what you guys were saying. I'm also hearing someone speaking right now.
There's a lot of background noise, DJ Samuel 809. So when you're not talking, I'm just gonna mute you.
XT, I'm going to try to disconnect and reconnect. Maybe the technology will resolve itself when I come back.
Okay. All right. Yo, I'm still waiting for a female to come on here. Y'all faking.
Hey, love. I mean, I'm Xtina.
Yeah. You want me to wear a wig?
Huh?
You want me to wear a wig? You know, I can. I mean, it work for you. Yeah.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, I got one on right now.
Yeah, I have a question.
Okay.
Why do people stay in toxic relationships?
I wish I knew the answer to that.
I
I
guess
don't know.
Well,
some people are
I mean,
afraid to be alone.
yeah,
Yeah.
I'm guilty of that myself. I stood in relationships that weren't no good. For me, it was desperation, loneliness, insecurity,
Mm,
and stuff. I'm not going to sit here in front. I have a slight physical disability. I walk with a mild limp, and when I was younger, I used to settle. You know what I mean? I mean, I'm older now, I'm wiser now, but yeah, I'm guilty of that. It's basically insecurity is the main reason for that.
Yeah, that's
yeah.
the answer basically. I mean, what we were saying earlier. I mean, you have to take care of yourself first before you aspire, to get into a good relationship. And sometimes the issue that you have is basically insecurity, and it's um it's not usually due to a physical thing. I mean, it can happen to men, women, and you can see the most attractive women that are insecure, and
Yeah.
in guys that you think should be successful because I don't know, you think they have it all,
Mm-hmm.
career, money, whatever, and they get played all the time because they're in, like you say, those are toxic relationships that they fall into because they didn't take care of themselves. So
Mm-hmm.
it's back at I think Darius was the one who was saying earlier about that.
Yeah. Okay.
And we all been there, by the way.
Yeah, one part or another.
Yeah.
Uh Akintunde. Thank you. Yeah, my audience is like 70% male. I mean, hey, I appreciate y'all. I do, but sometimes I'm like, where the ladies at, man? My ex had a scar on her face and she was bad. Okay. Radical. Okay, 2008 Top Shelf. Okay, you're back.
I am back.
Okay.
Yeah, to what my fellow UI was just saying. I think to the effect of it is what it is, and I pretty much agree. Uh, you go you take your blows, and you come to the resolution of you are who you are, and the ladies check you for who you are, and you move on from there. Uh, right now, I'm very comfortable dealing with myself, not even dating or selectively dating. And
Okay.
either way, I come out on top. But the dating, the the uh, the whole process of dating is a little different now because it's all online now.
Mm-hmm.
But it's it's it takes fewer questions to get to the answers you need to get to. So I mean, online could be a little bit more efficient. You don't have to go on the date and suffer an hour of 20 questions when you can ask 3 or 4 questions online and be out the door at
Mm-hmm.
the third question.
Yeah.
But
Now, can I speak for all men when I say that as men, we're more flexible when it comes to the dynamic of a relationship? So, let's say if we see a woman that's very attractive, right? And we say, damn, like she seems really nice and she got a good head on her shoulders. She was raised right. She probably be a good mom. But let's say, she's very attractive and everything, but she might not be interested in, building a relationship and, marriage with us, right? I feel like men as a whole, collectively, we're flexible with just saying, hey, if she don't want to just, be my girl or be my woman in the future, we're okay with just fucking. I feel like as a whole, men we move like that. Like, damn, I really like her. I want her to be my girl, but if she don't accept that, I'm okay with just hitting it. And I feel like women, they don't really like doing. They don't value sex as much. If if for the most part, they feel like if the guy ain't looking for a future with them, they don't want to waste time with just meaningless sex. So
could I pick up on that too?
yeah, go ahead.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Do the
well,
rest of
I,
y'all agree with that?
I agree, and I would say to fighter complex X number 7. Whoa.
no. Fighter comp.
Double O 07. um, I would say that the dating game has been compressed nowadays. As Fighter was saying, a lot of people may not want to deal with getting to the point of whether there's sexual interest and then and one person opting in and the other wanting to opt out of disappointment. It's just the way it is now. It's the whole quoting race is compressed because as you get older, you see a lot more than you did in the past. So you have your first serious courtship. The next ones become more and more compressed, less serious, and then there's either more disappointment as you get a little bit more older that you're willing to do more, even more compressed relationships till they're more financial transactions, purely carnal or sexual transactions, and beyond that, it's people are just a little bit more jaded, and it takes that special someone who can break down all the disappointment that you've had to kind of undo that.
Hmm.
And there are a few of those people out there for each of us.
Okay.
I personally moved to the south part of the United States. Formerly, I was in the northern parts of the United States. And I have told many people that in the north, it's a whole lot more sexual stress up there. You got to do a whole lot more work to court the woman. You have less time. You got the summertime, more difficult in the winter. And you got to do more work. You got to spend more money. You got to go to the venues. Now, if you go to now, what I've found in the southern states is a lot of that has been sped up because it's summer all the time, and you can go to bars and meet women. You can go to exotic bars, and the women will demonstrate for you the whole courtship process in 5 to 10 minutes, accelerated for you. They will talk with you, give you conversation. If you spend money, they'll spend more time with you, more quality time. If you don't, it's a breakup, and you get ghosted on Valentine's Day, and you see the whole thing kind of sped up, and you understand that for mature people, it's an emotional quotient that you have to be able to manage to move forward and not get your heart broke. Not necessarily hate on anyone's part. It's just maturity and toughness, tough love. I guess is what it is.
Okay.
Well, he said some shit right there. I hope y'all caught on. He said some shit.
Yeah, he's definitely right. He's definitely right.
Okay.
Yeah, it's definitely, because like him, I lived in the North. I'm originally from New York, and I'm living in Atlanta, and the dating scene is different. um, I ran into, some females up north that were cool, calm, and collective, and down here is a different world. So yeah, he's definitely right on that one.
Okay. So
Getting
y'all
back
feel
to
like the different atmosphere, the weather, the environment, that just changes the dating scene overall.
Well,
to,
I
to an
don't know if
extent,
that's the
yeah.
case. I don't know if that's the case, but let me tell you my experience. I moved from the Dominican Republic to Puerto Rico after high school, and I can tell you my game got better. Uh, I moved from Puerto Rico to Florida, and I'm here in Maryland, and my game got better as the farther north I moved. But that might be a coincidence. Maybe I just got older.
Okay.
Because
No,
experience. I mean, with the experience, you honestly you have to learn. You can be the really awful, or as they say here, you have no gain. But come on, with experience, you have to learn. And I guess that's maybe that's the case. It's just a coincidence that yeah, as I moved north, when I was older and I had more experience and things tend to work better.
Okay.
something I do have to say is I do believe the atmosphere and your geographical location has a lot to do with it because up north we have something that we call cuffing season. You know,
Yep.
when it start getting cold out.
Mm-hmm.
Like around this time, this is cuff.
Facts.
This is like the playoffs because the, because let's be real. When it start getting cold outside, people are less likely to go outside. There's less events. Versus in the
hmm
summertime, you got all these pretty, beautiful women at the park, black parties, club, all these venues, and all these events going on. So I do believe that towards the end of the summer, like fall, that's cuffing season, man. So you might, even if you don't want to marry her, you cuff her up just so you won't be lonely during the winter, them snowstorms and everything.
I learned something today. I came here with no expectation, but that's deep, man. I haven't thought about that.
Nah, he's
One of
right
the
though. He's
no,
right.
no,
Every
yeah,
time like the fall rolls around, that's what you hear. Oh, cuffing season coming up, y'all. Time to
no,
find
Right.
no,
your
I
little
haven't
boo
thought
and
about that.
keep
But
it warm in
here's
the
the
winter
thing.
because it's about to
Here's the
get
thing.
cold.
Here's the thing. One of the things I keep saying about, I like living here up north is the change of the seasons because, we don't have that in the Caribbean. It's hot and
Mm,
hotter. The
yeah.
trees look the same, except when a hurricane comes. But that's something I wasn't even thinking about. You might be up to something.
Yeah. No, it's definitely a thing. Definitely
Coffee
a
season.
thing.
Let me write it down. Coffee season.
Most men don't mature until they're at least 35. Maturity does help men to find the right one.
Yeah.
Mm.
I really don't think maturity has an age because I've seen women in their 50s that act like they're 20, 19, 18 years old. And I've met women that were 18, 19, and 20, and they're very mature. I think
That's true.
it all comes down to the individual. I don't really think age has anything to do with it, at least not anymore.
Mm. Okay.
That's true. I was writing earlier that the key is to find somebody who is on the same stage of in life that you are. But
Yes.
that doesn't mean the same age. Is that
Right.
somebody that's
Right.
looking the same stuff that you're looking at, and it could be somebody that is 20 years younger than you are. It happens.
Yeah, it does.
You know?
That's such a really good point because I feel like sometimes we do look at people that are in different stages of their lives or they're not looking for the right thing. And sometimes we try to force it to like work and it just doesn't because like you say, you're in different stages of your life. You don't have the same goals at this moment. So that is definitely very important. And like you said, it doesn't necessarily mean somebody that's the same age as you. It can be someone,
Right.
I don't know, 5 years older, 5 years younger. You never really know. Just depends on the
I
person
mean,
and where they are in their life journey.
shit. Me, I have a limit when it comes to age because I had grandmothers try to get at me, and I'm not. I ain't with it.
Yo, I feel you. I mean, hey, I'm gonna keep it honest. I don't think I could date a man that was like a lot older. I think the most I could do is maybe 10, maybe. But even still, I prefer a few years younger, a few years older, like within
The
like
age range.
radius.
Yeah. We all, prefer people within our age range, and sometimes, we come across certain people that are a little older or a little younger. But when you 47, 48, 49, 50, and you got kids that are 22, 23, and they got three kids, and they, I ain't with that.
I feel you.
Sometimes you gotta give it to the older person. You just gotta give it to them. I went
Oh,
to
yeah, no doubt.
I went to a friend's wedding after party, recession, I think they call it. And they were in med school, and her guidance counselor was there, and the guidance counselor. And I ended up on the floor. I ended up doing a pretty good two-step on the guidance counselor, and I think I seduced her on the floor, and one thing led to another, and got around that I was messing with the guidance counselor, and she was like 20 years older. I went to visit her. Her son was giving me the side eye. I think he was sizing me up.
Mm.
But I said she had charisma. She had personality. She was not insecure. She had any insecurity, it would have made her unattractive. But she was like, "I'm going for it. I'm having fun. I'm not senile in a 10 box yet."
Yeah.
And that's what made her sexy. Now she wasn't the greatest dancer, but her sexiness was just in her confidence. So
Mm.
that was the old person I gladly gave it to, and she kind of put it down when the time came, and I didn't know anything about some of the things that she showed me. So you learn something as well.
Okay.
As a woman, what do you? Because yeah, I agree with that. What do you feel about what do you have to say about a confident guy? Somebody that said, walk up to you, hi, my name is so and so, and I like you very much. I would like to, just out of the blue, very confident. How would you?
Oh, a confident man is always very attractive. Like that's like a drawing factor that some men have, being confident, but not. But see, some guys are just too much. Like it's good that you're confident, you want to walk up to me and talk to me and tell me that you're interested, cool. But I feel like some men overdo it. And I don't know if it's confidence or I don't know.
That's more
It's
arrogant.
sometimes it's like
Arrogant.
I don't
That's
know how to
arrogant.
explain. They're just too much, and it's just 50 billion questions at once, and I don't know. But a guy that is confident is always a good thing, but sometimes that confidence can be coupled with cockiness, which a little cockiness is cool. Like I can, I'm cool with that. But when it gets to the point where you're like kind of conceited with it too, then it turns into a turnoff.
Well, you basically just explained the difference between confidence, arrogance, and cockiness.
Mm. Yeah, I can't deal with somebody that's really arrogant or like I said, I can do a little bit of cockiness, but not too much. But confidence is always a good thing, always. And I think as women,
Definitely,
we're naturally attracted to that in men.
definitely. I want to add on to what this other gentleman said about insecurities. I think some certain things, especially these days, people put so much emphasis on things that other people have and can't control. Like certain insecurities could be worked on. And sometimes when you meet somebody who, depending on what that insecurity could be, sometimes, because, depending on what they're going through in their life and what they might have, whether it be mental or physical, sometimes they might need that person to actually show them that not everybody is against them. So, for
Mhm.
example, and I get this from women all the time, not me personally, but I hear stories from this. Let me correct that. I hear women all the time say, I want a man that's 6 feet and up.
Yeah.
And I'm like, yo, how are you 4'11" talking about you want to do it that's 6'6"? Are you really trying to break your neck? Women 4'11" talking about a man 5'2" is too short. Like,
Mm,
really? And I tell a lot of females, y'all shoot y'all own selves in the foot when it comes to dating and relationships and even marriages. The first thing you hear is, oh, men are men, 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 men. This man did this man is that, yada yada with you. But then as you hear and listen to the females, you're like, yo, maybe it's not the men, is either the men you're choosing because let's keep it real. People are addicted to some people are addicted to dysfunction.
yeah.
They are
That's
really like they don't want nothing that's pleasurable. You know what I mean? And it's like this is why there's more single women in this country than there are single males.
mm,
If we really keep it a stack, you know what I mean? Because when a female goes through something, it's easy to blame the men. And I hear it all the time, you know. And it's like you have to look at yourself. See, the thing with females, women expect men to sit back and analyze the things that we do, and they expect us to correct it. But when it comes to women, not all, of course, it's like the minute y'all told y'all wrong, y'all want to get combative and defensive. Then try to flip it on the males.
mm.
And I've seen
We
that a
do that.
lot.
Yeah, it happens. It happens. Not gonna deny that. Strawberry Red brought up a good point. I don't care how confident he is if he's not attractive.
Come on.
And that is a whole nother
So,
story or side of
Uh,
this.
uh,
Because
well, here's the thing, Strawberry. Go ahead, Exina,
huh,
answer that. You can answer that. Go ahead, you can answer that.
Okay.
okay, so to an extent you need that confidence. But that physical attraction, it matters, man. It really does. And I don't think that necessarily makes you shallow or whatever to say that or feel that, but it's the truth. Like you have to find the person you're trying to talk to attractive. And I
I,
think, I mean, that's the first thing, really, in all honesty, that draws you to someone. because that man wouldn't have approached you if he didn't find you attractive. I mean, that's the only reason he's talking to you right now because he doesn't know you yet.
Okay, but
But
what if the guy is attractive and he's not confident?
huh?
I can turn that around. What if the guy is attractive but he's not confident?
See, well, that too. So now,
Now,
if he's attractive, he might get a little. He might still get a pass initially, but then I don't know. Eventually, that lack of confidence might be an issue.
Will be an
okay,
issue, I will say.
Yeah. Critical thinker. I'm like 5'4" ish, something like that.
All right,
I
XT.
see.
Now I want to add on to that. I want to
Okay.
add on to that. It's not so much that it's shallow that you find, you know, certain things attractive physically about a male. What makes it shallow is you're putting too much emphasis on that physical attraction. And so, for example, you see a man, right? And you're looking at him so much in a physical way, you trying to fuck him, but you're not trying to get to know him personally.
Mm,
That's what makes it shallow.
okay.
Meanwhile, you got all these other dudes that might try to talk to you. Not saying they trying to fuck. They just want to talk to you, get to know you and everything. And you like, man, fuck him. Fuck these dudes. And you focus on this one dude. That's what makes it shallow. Because yeah, physical attraction to an extent matters.
Mm-hmm.
But it's like I said before, you have to be realistic. For example, if you got a dude who's heavy set and he couldn't build muscle to save his life, you really but he's a cool dude. He can make you laugh. He's charming. You mean to tell me you ain't gonna give him a chance because he got that beer belly?
Damn, I was just in a situation like.
Listen. Let me say something real quick before you go,
Mm-hmm.
Cena. People act like just because someone is a good person, it doesn't mean that you should
That's
marry
true.
him. Like we all have standards, we all have requirements. So just because someone wants to treat me good, I'm supposed to, oh yeah, she's a good woman, let me take her. No, like there's nothing wrong with having requirements when it comes to appearance. There's nothing wrong with that. I mean, so people act like if you say an example, men, we look for something that's highly attractive. Okay, she got a nice body, good skin, nice face, lips, all that, right? Now, after that, what we do we look for? We're delving into her character. Now we see, okay, what's her upbringing like? Is she motherly? Is she loving, caring? Is she a sweet person? So I
Mm-hmm.
just feel like it's a process. I mean, it's a screening process. So first we look, well, okay. First, she gotta look good. That's no matter what. If she don't look good, fuck it, I'll be single. I mean, she gotta look good. Then is she a good person? That's why everyone is not meant for you.
Yeah. So, like I said, I was recently kind of recently, in a situation like that. I was dealing with someone who was heavier set and not physically what I would usually go for, but because I knew that he was a good guy and very funny, made me laugh, had a great conversation. Like, I loved everything about him, but it was just that one thing that it just, I couldn't quite get past it. So I mean, needless to say, it ended up not working out, but yeah, it's tough because it's like you want a good guy that's going to treat you right and respect you as a woman and make you feel like you're the most beautiful woman in the world and all that. But
You don't want to spend too much time in a wrinkle.
there, you know, yeah, that's all I'm saying. I don't know if he's listening.
You don't want to spend too much time in the wrinkle, but at the same time, you got to be willing to compromise.
You said you got to be able to
You got to be willing
compromise.
to compromise on some things. Yeah, yeah.
Mm.
For example, why do you think you see some of the ugliest dudes with the most beautiful women? You
Mm.
see it all the time. You be like, yo, how, how, you be like, yo, how the fuck she get with that with him? Compromisation. So yeah, even though the other gentleman, he's right. Like, yeah, it's true. Just because somebody's a good person, it doesn't mean that you got to be with them or get married to them and stuff. But at the same time, it's all about compromise.
Mhm.
That's why you see, ugly chicks, with men that they see is good dudes or good looking males. I think everybody's attraction level is different. Not everybody is gonna, think Jennifer Lopez or Vin Diesel type looks good. You know what I mean? There's a lot of women out there who think The Rock is ugly as fuck. There's a lot of dudes out there that think Pamela Anderson don't look good. So I think it all
Who's
comes
Pamela
down
Anderson?
to
Uh,
personal choice.
mhm.
That's why they say beauty is in the eye of the beholder.
Yeah, that's true.
Mhm.
And I mean, even with this dude, I mean, I did try to compromise. And the thing is, he's not an ugly dude. Like, I always, like, he's a handsome guy. He's just big. So,
Tina, this is so personal. I feel so uncomfortable listening to you speak about this stuff.
oh my God.
I mean, if I was that fella, and I'm just like, what do you call the word? Trolling. I'd be like, oh, I can't believe she said that.
Maybe it's personal. Let me
Like, give it a couple of years. Come on now.
yeah,
You're like one of those artists who make a record about like Taylor Swift,
oh my
make a song about her ex. You make a video.
Yeah, let me stop.
Mhm. No, but at least if the person is not up to your standard, you give the person a chance because you can maybe in a couple of months you will see, I think we can compromise, as he just said, maybe he'll like to go to a gym with me and
Yeah,
drop
there
some
we go.
pounds.
There
Yeah,
we go. That's a date right there.
but that's basically what relationships are for. And if 2 3 months from now you don't see that he's willing to, do, go to a gym or do whatever you think that person should be, would you would like to do, okay, this is not going to work.
I mean, I did try to help him though, quite a bit actually. But I don't know. It was just difficult.
What
Yeah.
are people willing to do for a date these days? I mean, what's the first date for you guys?
A first date?
Yeah, because I'm a little. I don't work as hard as I used to. I'm curious what people do.
I like to go to dance salsa, bachata at the clubs
Oh, I
around
like
here.
that.
That's
I
Yeah.
like that.
I always recommend people, if you really want to meet somebody socially. I mean, it doesn't even have to be because you're looking for the woman of your life. You just want to
Yeah,
meet people. Take
yeah.
dancing classes.
Oh,
I
I
mean, you're
like that.
talking about a place where there's
Yeah,
a lot of attractive women that will
yeah,
dance with you. If you're a
yeah,
good dancer, doesn't matter if you look, if you know that they're attractive.
yeah. I'm a great dancer. Well, since I asked the question, I'll mention.
Date? I've never done that.
Mhm.
Since I asked the question, I'll mention. I'd like to take a lady to a gun shop and to like a fake uh, rock climbing venue,
Hmm.
and that's pretty cool.
That's not bad.
And a fake skydive venue. We have those down here.
Oh, okay.
Anything
That's
that you
what's up.
can book, that you two can do together, it's good for a first date. Rock
Yeah,
climbing,
gun range,
yeah, the
very
gun
sexy.
range, yeah.
I
Yeah,
mean,
depends what y'all are into, I guess.
Mhm.
I think any gun in a woman's hand, when she fires that bullet, she gets a little turned on.
I'm into a good
You watch it closely.
a guy, but he was a friend, so it was nothing like that. It's an interesting experience, though. I never shot a gun before.
My dates were, just regular, went out, dinner, movie, that type of thing. It was when I lost my virginity. That was the more type of situation.
Okay.
Yeah. I mentioned that already. But my dates were pretty much, going out to eat type of thing.
Ooh, biracial
Movie.
butterfly. Hi. So, oh, do you want to come on? I've been trying to get a woman on here for like 2 hours. You should join. And I've never really heard a lesbian's point of view.
Oh, well, I think her point of view is in the second sentence. Well, I hope she joins.
Yeah, that would be
Oh,
interesting.
I gotta answer something because Strawberry Red had made a comment. She said if I would compromise and she doubted. Strawberry Red, my ex fiance when I got with her and I was with this woman for almost a year. She was 400 pounds. This
What?
was a woman who a lot of dudes wouldn't even look at twice for a relationship. So yeah, I'm always willing to compromise depending on what it is.
Okay. Men don't just want sex. We like sex, though, not gonna lie. Of course. Who doesn't? Common interest is a good opener, but longevity has more to do with values and confidence. Values is very important, actually. Now that you bring that up, I think that's something I don't know. People don't always take into account, but when you're looking for a serious relationship, that's definitely something y'all gotta discuss.
I'm actually looking for a lesbian personally myself. So I want to open that door. Maybe Strawberry Red can offer me some gems of encouragement.
Come on, women. Need some women to join.
Does she have the link?
I've posted it in here.
Okay.
There's 20 people in here. I know 1 or 2 of y'all gotta be female. All right. Okay, so nobody wants to join.
Yeah, speaking about values, my last relationship failed because of that. I mean, we saw we were doing great. We were together for a year, and at some point we were even talking about marriage, and
Mm-hmm.
and when you start talking about marriage, one of the things that comes into question is money,
Mm-hmm.
and we couldn't even talk about that. I spare you the details, but we just couldn't talk. We just couldn't start a conversation, and that everything went downhill from there. We just
Oh wow.
decided that we're still friends, but we decided, yeah, I don't think this is going to work.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So
Gotcha. Also values when it comes to like how to raise a family, even things like religion. That's another thing that can kind of break some people. Like I recently had someone tell me that they had been dating so they themselves they follow Lukumi, so like the Afro-Caribbean religions. Some people call it Santeria, but they're into that. But they were dating someone who was very Christian. And so that ended up being like they clashed over that. So it ended up being an issue. Yeah.
yeah, that could be a problem.
Strawberry Red, you don't want to join? You're like the one female that's been in here the whole time.
I think the enormous value of Strawberry Red's insight might be what men fail to see in the interaction and the eye to eye, the emotional camaraderie with a woman. I mean, if I read her comment correctly, I think she used the phrase "deal with men anymore." So if there was once a time and no longer a time, she might have insight into what men fail to do and what women are able to do better and help us fellas out a little bit.
Mm.
I need some help.
I've only seen like one woman on your stream. It's a Black American lady. Yeah, it's been. I've had a black girl in here. I had a Haitian girl in here once. Oh, and there's one Puerto Rican Dominican girl. But yeah, I don't get too many females on here. Okay, Strawberry Red said no, thank you. Okay. If you don't want to join, it's fine.
I love you, Strawberry Red. Just wanted you to know that.
Oh man. Yeah, so Chucky, Ulises, 2008 Top Shelf. You guys have anything else you want to add right now? Or anybody in the chat? Anything y'all want to talk about?
Well, when you were talking, we were talking about confidence a few minutes back. It reminds me of a book I read because a long time ago, and this guy he was in college and he didn't like they say around here he didn't have any game. He wasn't dating, and he has this college friend that seems to have a ton of women, and so he asked for help. He said, that thing you do, I don't know what it is, but can I learn to be like that? And they got to him, yeah. And one of the things that he did for the guy is that he took him to a mall, and I never forget about this because this is a kind of like funny story. He took him to a mall, right? And told him, okay, go around, find beautiful girls, introduce yourself, and ask for their phone number. And the guy said, I can't do that. Yeah, yeah, yeah. That's your test. Let's do that. And we're gonna get out of here when you get 10 women to reject you. And the guy said, oh yeah, that will be easy, No. So he started going around asking, women, yeah, my name is so and so, and can I have your number? No. And yeah, next one, can I have your number? No. And then one say yes. And he kept it up the whole afternoon. He never left the place. He never got to 10 women rejecting him. Because as soon as he got out of the mindset that something really bad is going to happen to
Mm-hmm.
him, if a woman rejects you, that kind of changed everything for him. The
Mm,
confidence that he lacks, the confidence that he lacks is because he was afraid of what's going to happen if somebody rejects you.
yeah.
And it's very easy to overcome that once you get rejected once or twice. So it's
Yeah.
kind of like an interesting story and goes to the point of confidence. It's just basically you're afraid of
Uh-huh.
of failing,
Yeah.
and that's something that you see in relationships, especially with guys. They say they wish, what we were talking earlier. I will wish that women were more direct, instead of giving me signals. Well, no, they're not going to change. Uh, women have been doing the same thing for ages, and it's not going to change. They're not going to make it easier for you because relationship, at least a good one that is valuable, it's not supposed to be easy.
Right.
Yeah.
There's always going relationships are supposed to be diverse.
Hmm.
If relationships was just one or two ways, it would be boring as hell.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's true. Mm-hmm.
We wouldn't be here talking. We didn't have anything to talk
Yeah.
about. Yeah, it's very easy. Just press a button, swipe right. Yeah, there is.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what I was saying earlier. One of my comments is that, yeah, we now have dating apps, but yeah, technology makes things easier, but no, that it's still relationship. You still have to work it out. Maybe they
Yeah.
make it easier for you to do the first contact, but uh, they're never easy.
Yeah. After that initial contact, you still got to put in the work afterwards.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. See these comments. Having a stable job, being respectful. Forgot her name. Maybe you're talking about Sid. Nothing wrong with rejection. Rejection builds character. Women need a man that she can feel safe to open up to. Yeah, that's true. I mean, I've had some of my guy friends tell me in the past, like, y'all women have it easy because guys, it's like we grow up like basically having to prepare ourselves to get rejected. We have to learn to shoot our shot and just know there's a chance it might not go your way, but you have to just keep going and going. And women, y'all don't necessarily have to deal with that, which I
That's
guess is
because,
true because women, we're typically not the one out here like hunting. Well, some do, but typically, we wait for the man to approach us. So, um,
well,
mhm.
to answer your question, that's because basically it's like we males are basically in an audition to get a part. That's what it is. We auditioning. So when we approach you, it's like we gotta make sure, and it's in a sense, yeah, y'all do got it easy as females because
We got to make sure that, okay, we can't act nervous, we can't act shy, because again, this goes back to evolution and biology. The odds are stacked against us. It's like, for example, and I'm pretty sure a lot of dudes in the chat are going to agree. It's easy for a lot of dudes to end up in a friend zone. You say one thing wrong, friend zone. You do one thing wrong, even if you think, oh, it's nothing, friend zone. You know what I mean? So when we're talking to a female, yeah, we might get the day, but then it's like the day comes and it's like, oh shit, I gotta make sure I do this right. I gotta make sure I do this right. I gotta make sure I do this right. So we as men are under constant pressure. Y'all women could just sit back and look cute all day, but mentally we clockwork. We on clockwork because we gotta make sure we do everything right.
Yeah.
Otherwise, that one thing we do as men, and I'm guilty of doing it. I ended up in a friend zone many times. But then, depending on the woman, depending on how she is, she might be able to look past certain things. She might see that the guy is nervous because he wants to make sure that he's able to get that kiss, he's able to get that second date.
Mm-hmm.
But to a lot of females, especially Western women, it's pretty much the same thing. Like, we got to make sure we on our A game. It's almost like, and I know perfect doesn't exist, but it's almost like we almost as men have to be perfectionists when it comes to y'all. Sounds fucked up, but when you look at biology and evolution and how men and women brains are hardwired, the odds are really stacked against us as men. So in a sense, yeah, y'all as women do have it easy.
Mm. What would Dad do? Said women choose who they want. Most men go for who they can get. I've heard quite a few people say that before. So
Mm.
there might be some truth in that. I don't know.
I don't know. Not very sure. I mean, again, I go back to confidence. I mean, you feel it in you, just go. I mean, what's the worst that can happen? She will say, no, all right, I tried.
Yeah. Yeah. See, I couldn't do what y'all do in approaching men and all that. And it's not like I'm not a confident woman, but I don't know, I just couldn't do it. And I think I would fear rejection, actually. So I
You
don't
could
know.
do it.
Props to y'all, man, because
You could do it.
uh,
I can
But
see
when
you
you
I
say
think
melting
that,
the most
hearts.
I will do and what I have done is if I do see a guy that I find attractive, like I'll leave a little, maybe a little comment or something, like something to let him know, like, yo, I'm looking at you. But that's it. And then I'll see how he responds and go from there.
oh,
What about a person?
women let you know when they're into you. I mean, so you find your ways to do it. I mean,
Mm-hmm. But it
yeah.
goes back to that. It goes back to the indirect communication.
Mm.
You got to
Yeah.
be able to pick up on cues, certain
Mhm.
things. That nonverbal. That's evolution. You know what I mean? It's frustrating, but once you get it, you like, all right. She licking her lips. She twirling her hair. She's smiling with her eyes. She's turning her body towards me. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? Little
Mhm.
things like that. To
Yeah.
the dudes who don't know it, they're
Hmm.
gonna be like, "Yo, what the fuck is she doing?"
Hmm.
Like, what?
Why she
Like,
give me these
yo,
googly eyes? Like, what is she doing? Some
yeah,
in her
like,
hair? Like,
and then there's some dudes that don't get it. They be like, "Oh, nah, I ain't fucking with her." But when you get it, you get it.
hmm.
Us, we like, "Yo, Xtina was good." Because we as men, we're supposed to be direct and assertive.
Yeah.
But y'all women, mm-mm. But
Yeah, I can't do it.
sometimes, sometimes with certain dudes, certain people are stuck on tradition. So some dudes wouldn't feel right with a woman approaching them. Like what you see a lot now is you see a lot more women proposing to their boyfriends.
Yeah.
And while some dudes are okay with it, others is like, is she fucking serious? It feels like it takes away from the masculinity.
Yeah.
But a lot of the times too, what people don't realize is that humans in general, whether you're male or female, have masculine and feminine tendencies. That's just biologic. That's biology.
Yeah.
It's just like both men and women have estrogen and testosterone. You know what I mean? But there's a certain role that each gender plays. The issue today that we see is things change. Men are more feminized now.
Whoa, 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 whoa.
No,
And
stop.
hey, where I live, I see it. Men are highly feminized. You got dudes that are doing, I don't want to, get into details, but they're doing far more than what the average woman would do, especially on a psychological level.
Hmm.
That's why I tell women fathers matter
They do.
because when a father is not involved in their son's lives, psychologically and emotionally, it affects them as they get older.
Mm-hmm.
That's why you see a lot of men acting like females.
Hmm.
And you got a lot of women that be like, "Oh, I don't need no man to raise my son. My son is grown." And I'm like, "Yo, there's a difference between teaching your sons right and wrong compared to teaching your son how to be a man. You're never going to teach your kid how to be a man, just like a man can't teach a little girl how to be a woman.
Yeah, you're right.
But when you take a father out the picture, it does affect the child. When you look at dudes that are in prison right now, 80 to 85% of those men that are in prison are from single mother households.
Hmm. Yeah. I mean, it affects the guys and it affects the girls too.
Yes,
Have
oh,
a lot
definitely the
of
girls.
daddy issues and looking
Yup.
for that affection and love that they didn't get from the fathers and all these dudes, you know?
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I mean the father figure is very important.
Yeah, because a father is supposed to be a daughter's first love.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Biffy manager said men from Latin America are very masculine.
Mm, that's a stereotype.
Yeah.
I mean, there is a that's the image. I understand that's the image that we have.
Mm-hmm.
But no, people are people everywhere. There is just a perception, and that, yeah, there is the macho thing. That's some guys just take it over the top. And talking about what you were saying earlier about women, some women that are proposing men in the dancing scene, the dancing that I go, found I heard from women that they had asked a guy to dance, and the guy got offended, and that's not being masculine. That's being, ridiculous. I mean, what's the point, man? I'm
Mm-hmm.
flattered when that happened to me. It doesn't happen often because, but when it does, oh, okay, yeah. Uh,
Well, that's interesting that they would actually get offended by that.
yeah, that's the super macho, and that's probably what what the commenter was talking about.
Mm-hmm.
And, and it's kind of, you know, I just said that that's a perception that we have because man, people are people everywhere.
Mm-hmm. What Chucky says has more to do with men's fear of consent. Hashtag me too from nowadays. Men are more feminized to seem less scary. Except women get bored of the nice guys that seem too safe. Mm. Yeah, I definitely feel like you see that feminization of men going on, and then at the same time you see like this masculinization of women going on too, and women basically being, I don't know if the word is socialized, but again, going back to this whole I don't need a man, I can do it all by myself, just assuming this kind of more masculine role. So there's definitely like a role reversal type of thing going on in society, I think. And
Mhm.
again, I mean, like Chucky said, we do all possess both feminine and masculine things about ourselves. So it's not all like black and white, but overall, I do think that is going on. Like it's definitely a thing.
Mm.
Machismo mentality.
Yeah.
I don't think he was offended. He just thought she was ugly. Oh my God. Well, that's
No, I
possible.
seen it. I seen it happen with attractive women. The guy said, "Oh, it's kind of like, no, I'm the one supposed to ask her to dance. So why he asking me to dance?" It's kind of, come on, man, what's your hold up? I mean, I don't get it.
Hmm. Yeah, but going back to the whole like women proposing to men, I don't know. It just
Mm.
looks so odd to me. And I always like whenever I watch those videos, I always have that thing in the back of my mind, like, oh my God, what if he says no? What if he says no? But I mean, it's like y'all said, I do feel like that kind of is demasculinizing. That's the
Mm-hmm.
right way, to the guy. Like, I don't know. I just feel like it's very weird.
Yeah, is that a thing? Because you said you saw it in videos. What is that a
Yeah.
TV show or something?
I've seen multiple videos within the past few years of women proposing to their man.
You mean in social media?
Huh?
In social media or?
Like in person. Like somebody
Oh, okay.
recorded it and then put it on the internet, went viral.
Mm,
Yeah,
okay.
I've seen a few like that. Actually, I know somebody in person that did that too. And actually did the makeup for her wedding. But yeah, she was the one that proposed.
Okay. And how did it work?
Huh?
How did it work? Are they still married?
Well, I mean, they just got married like last year. So yeah, they're
Oh,
still married.
okay.
But before that, they had been together for like 8 or 9 years. So
Oh, okay. Come on.
she
Yeah.
was
So
like,
she
shut
had to
up.
do it.
She's like, all right, like he's taking too long. I'm just gonna go ahead and do it.
Yeah, 8 or 9 years. Come on, man. That's like, oh, come on. You're that's too much.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, she has to do it. Okay.
Let's see. A lot of men in America are being emasculated. Hay mujeres feas que bailan. I love when men take the lead. I was dating a guy who always wanted me to make decisions. I was like, nah, I can't do this because I'm going to need you to act like a man and not be so passive.
Mm.
Hey, I can understand that. And I mean, there are women that are more like headstrong and just kind of naturally or more, I don't know, controlling in a way, or just naturally take that lead position if the guy's more passive. But I do think that naturally, most women, we do want a man that can kind of take the lead, but just not to the point where they're like possessive and controlling and things like that. Like, there definitely has to be a balance. Yeah. Does anybody else want to join? We're going on 2.5 hours. It is now midnight. So,
Yeah, and this is the first time I'm here. So how long does it last?
man, I've had lives go for like 5-6 hours before.
Hmm. Okay.
Yeah, entirely too long. But sometimes, like the conversation of the topic, like people are just, very opinionated on it, and everybody wants to join in and talk, and then it just ends up going a very long time.
Okay.
But yeah, I'm trying to not make them so long.
Yeah. Well, I was about to leave. I had to wake up at 6 a.m. It's
Oh,
midnight over here.
okay. Hmm.
But well, no, I know how entertaining these are, and I expect to be here in another one.
Yes, I do plan to do another one on Friday, actually. Since Hispanic Heritage Month is coming, I do want to have like kind of like an all Latino panel and talk about different like issues and stuff going on in the Latin community. So yeah, be on the lookout for that. Like I said, that'll probably be Friday the 18th.
Okay. Well, I think I'm free that day. Yeah. I mean, we're here lockout in Maryland, so it's not like there's a lot to do here.
Yeah. Oh wait, somebody's trying to join. Hold on.
Good. So I won't leave you alone.
Hey,
Hey,
how are you?
good, good.
Good, good. So, well, I was just about to end it, but before we end, you can go ahead and give your opinion on everything we've been talking about.
Well, with my 2 cents is women nowadays are being told how to think by other females that kind of don't meet the criteria of having a nuclear family in the first place. Most of them, they're looking more for like liberation, like sexual liberation. For them, they're not judged for being loose in the goose and giving the box away like so easy. But it's getting to the point that it interrupts the natural selectiveness between men and women, which there's a lot of smart, dominant men out there, but as smart as they are, they just don't want to get caught up in, okay, do I have a consent, or is there's something that's going to be a surprise down the line?
Mm-hmm. Okay. Yeah, it's a good point. By the way, we're all Dominicans on here right now.
Hey.
Hey, hello, okay.
Y entonces.
Yeah. Ulysses, did you want to add anything to that?
About the content thing. Yeah, something funny. Do you guys know Dave Chappelle, right?
Yeah.
He had. Do you guys saw him when he had his show in Comedy Central a few years back?
Yeah.
He used to joke about that. He had a sketch about that. He was with a lady, and before they get on, he said, "Oh, wait a second, I have a contract here that I need you to sign." And that was comedy. Like when
Mm-hmm.
he's I was still in Puerto Rico. That was 15 years ago or more. He was making fun about that. And here we are in 2020.
Yeah, he was
What he was
predicting the
joking,
future.
what he was joking about, it's now here. I mean, it's not that funny when you see the news, people that have been taken to court or accused of something because, well, I didn't consent to that. Okay, what?
Well,
Mm.
just recently there was a man that was being sued because the first time he proposed to her, she felt she wasn't ready and he was being too pushy. So by the time she was ready to be proposed to, she told her that, okay, now I'm ready, propose to me. He wasn't interested anymore. But at
Mhm.
this point, he had 6 months in, paid off her college debt, paid off her credit card debt. Then when she decided she was ready, he didn't want to. He moved on, and she sued him and said that she caused him, he caused her a lot of emotional stress, and he owes her at least $50,000 a month for those 6 months that she
What?
wasn't ready.
Dang.
He won the case, but at the same time, he spent about $8,000 to win that case.
Yeah. Mm,
Wow, she must have been real mad and bitter to do all that. I was so emotional this rest day. For 6 months?
My
Not even
God.
married or nothing. Mm.
okay, so maybe I tell you, Chappelle was right. We need to sign a contract.
Yeah, some of my friends joke about that sometimes. Like, nah, you gotta be signing contracts these days.
Mm.
You never know. That's funny.
It's like, what are her eating habits? What does she do after she wakes up? What does she eat in the morning? It's as crazy as that sound on the opposite side of the spectrum. There are men that don't even meet the criteria, haven't lived too much, and their standards are way too high. Just like
Mm.
women are always thinking about those 8% of men, 10% of men. There's someone mozo rico, and those guys aren't interested. They already have someone, but then you have the majority of men who should be trying to lower their standards a bit, but then they're slouches, so that doesn't help either.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, those unrealistic expectations, or I don't know, not setting your expectations within like your own. What's the word? Y'all know what I'm trying to say.
Yeah, living up to your own
You out of your
standard.
league and just expecting too much.
Mhm.
Like you ain't know that. Like really, you need someone that's a 10. Like, dude, you don't even make the team to be a 6.
Facts. Yeah. You gotta have your resume on point. You want a 10.
Word.
Mm.
Oh man.
Yeah, but I mean, I see it from the positive side. I mean, there's a lot of most people are not 10, are regular, 5, 6, whatever,
Yeah.
and they still find their girl, they get married. You see it all the time. You see couples, regular couple, all over the place. I mean, it's not everything is like, what was it, Brad Pitt and Angelina Jolie. No, not all couples are like that. That's
Mhm.
Hollywood stuff. Or it's not like in the movies. Most people are regular people, in regard to the looks. Yeah, but yeah, like you're right. We all have this idea that there's a number 10 waiting for us, or the perfect girl, or for women the perfect
Yeah.
guy who has everything. Well, that's not it. People have their issues, in appearance and whatever, and you want it to work. You have to work out a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
And who knows? Maybe that 6 or 7 will turn into a 10.
Hey, like I said, hay mujeres feas que bailan, bailan
Yeah.
interesante. They dress well. They got
hmm
confidence, and after a while, they wind up bumping up to a 7, 7.5, and sometimes a 7.5 that's entertaining is much more entertaining than a 10 that has nothing to say after 5 minutes.
hmm
True. Yeah. That's a good point too. Because I hear sometimes guys saying, they find these super attractive women, but they're boring as hell. Or they just I don't know. They can't really carry on a conversation with them. So, you come across those two. And the average ones, like I was saying, the 5 or the 6s, yeah, sometimes the way they carry themselves or just their confidence or whatever, it bumps them up. And hey, the glow up is real sometimes. People can start off, low on the scale and end up working their way up. So,
Word.
yeah.
It's true. And most men, to be honest, although we accept, whoever we're with, for them to have the makeup and dress very well, that's fine and dandy. But there's that 30% of the day which a woman carries herself naturally. Men also appreciate that space. And when I really emphasize on men who really know that makeup sometimes can be high maintenance, but some of them, those women sometimes are so good at economizing that they can manage it, and that carries over in other aspects of life. Like if they choose them as a future partner, making life decisions like investing in a house or a car or all sorts of things like that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's true too. Yeah.
Well, I really had to go. I had to work at 6 a.m.
Yeah, no, that's fine.
So it's been a pleasure talking to you. This has been very entertaining. I'll be here the next time.
Yeah, for sure.
So,
Thank you for
good
coming
night.
on.
Nice
Amen.
to go back to everybody. Buenas noches.
Bye-bye. All right, y'all. Well, that was it for this live. I think this might be one of my shortest ones. Because y'all know they usually go on for hours. But anyways, yeah, I just wanted to talk about something a little more lighthearted, not so serious, like all these racial topics I be doing sometimes. So yeah. So anyways, to the 18 of you in here right now, thanks for joining in and listening. They may be a 6 to 1 man and that sends one other. Yeah. Hi, Eddie. Oh man, I'm about to end this right now. Yeah, you missed it. But I'll be doing more. Like, I know I don't go live very often, but I'm gonna try to, go live a little more. Or just randomly. So yeah, guys. Thank you all. And also if okay, I know I'm like backed up on video requests, but as far as like requests for live streams, like if you guys have like any, I don't know, hot and spicy topics y'all want to go live about, like definitely let me know. You can DM me or whatever on Instagram. And yeah. So, oh yeah, if you're not following me on Instagram, my page is VBXtina_chats. So look me up. I'm a lot more active on there, like on my IG stories. So yeah, definitely go follow me. Okay. Oh, thank you, Eddie. Thanks, Darius, Chucky, Critical Thinker, Strawberry Red, good night. All right, check y'all later. Bye.